A shocking number of politicians leaving Congress. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Hello, this is ChartGPT Today. You know, there's a report out here from Axios that basically is saying that there's a shocking number of people starting to leave Congress and not seeking re-election. Of course, you might consider that a good thing or a bad thing, but let's take a look at some numbers and see if it's really that shocking. Here's kind of a chart here that kind of shows you the number of people that are announcing, and it has kind of spiked up here prior to the coming political season in 2024. Maybe people just don't want to get involved, or they're kind of fed up. But looking at the Congress by generation, baby boomers still lead the pack. About half of them are baby boomers, and then Generation X is another, let's say call it a third, and the rest are the other generation. So it's baby boomers and Generation X are leading the pack. Here's kind of a thing where it says, are they getting older? The average age of Democrats have gotten a little older, maybe 5-10 years older. I forget the leadership because that's been changing. The Republicans are the more youthful ones. So it's kind of funny. You always think of the Democrats, the youth voting for Democrats, and yet they get older people, and the older people voting for younger people. Isn't that kind of strange? Anyway, it is what it is. Kind of a shocking number here. The number of congressmen of Congress over the age of 70 has skyrocketed in the last, say, 5-10 years. So people are voting for the older people, or are they just kind of entrenched people and they just manage to stay in there as a kind of a lifetime appointment? Here's some of the people that are the winner, I guess, is Don Young from Alaska. Then a lot of these people you don't even know, except for Nancy Pelosi is the one down there that she's been in there for 34 years. But somebody's been in Congress for 48 years. I hope he's done well for Alaska. A little makeup of what the Congress is, 72-28. So there's a lot of people think that women aren't that represented. Of course, you look at the racial makeup. Probably the House is a little bit more in line with the population demographics as opposed to the Senate. The Senate is mostly a white man's domain. You know, it's not just the congressmen, it's also the staffers. Staffers are the ones that write the bills, do a lot of the background work. The rest of the congressmen are actually spending all their time trying to get money to get reelected. So the staffers are the ones that do all the work. And you can see some of the different jobs they have. But if you look at them, they also are pretty much going for tenure. They stay in there for a long time as well. Some of them for 10-20 years. So that's why things don't seem to change in Congress as you might think they ought to. And you look at the job satisfaction, it's actually somewhat declined. They think their office is great, but the rest of Congress is terrible. Surprise, surprise. But here's kind of the statistics that shows you that basically, even though a lot of people are leaving and it's a little bit high right at this moment, but it's not that shocking. Pretty much the congressional churn is pretty much steady over the years, and it hasn't really changed that much. So the odds are that if you think things are changing, they're not. Give us your take. Is this a good thing that maybe if recently this trend might be changing? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Take our online poll, follow the description box below in the post link, and check out the AI and see whether there's benefits or disadvantages for having a congressman that's got tenure like that. Some pluses and minuses. Don't forget to subscribe.